Coming up on Lexington Now, the new enhanced 911 center, downtown events, and holiday parking. This and more up next on this week's edition of Lexington Now. Roberts, and welcome to this edition of Lexington Now, where we take a look at what's going on in your urban county government. When you call 911, you expect someone to quickly pick up the phone and get you help. Now that service is becoming even better in Lexington thanks to a new enhanced 911 center. We got a tour of the new facility from Director Robert Stack.
What we have over here is a typical call taker position.
Enhanced 911 Director Robert Stack is giving us a tour of the new 911 telecommunicator workstations.
But what they have at their disposal is monitors that show them the telephone call coming in, a monitor that shows them a map of where this call is coming from. They also have just regular internet that they can bring up if they want to look at something on the internet. They have their computer-aided dispatch screens here, so they have a lot of resources available to them right here at these 6 monitors. They also have their own personal fans.
He says making the workstations high-tech and comfortable means employees are happier and more productive.
And the nice thing about these positions is they raise and lower. So if you're tired of sitting and you want to raise this position up, you can sit here and raise it all the way up. We want them to be comfortable, and as you can see in the wall behind me, they have TV monitors to view weather. We require weather and news to be on at all times. We have a status monitor that shows who's busy in the room, what kind of call they're on. We have surveillance cameras, we have traffic cameras. We have the ability from this room to control the traffic cameras. So we can blank out an image, we can zoom in on an image to see how many vehicles are involved in a collision. So there's a lot of information that these dispatchers and call takers here have available to them at all times. This is truly a state-of-the-art center.
For more information about 911 and the new Public Safety Operations Center, you can log on to the city's website, lexingtonky.gov. Downtown Lexington is always a great place to find entertainment, shopping, and dining. Here's what's happening downtown this week.
Are you looking for things to do during this gorgeous fall week? Here's some events going on in downtown Lexington. This week is Pizza Week. During Lexington Pizza Week, 2 unique off-menu slices or small pizzas will be featured for $5 at participating restaurants and markets. Each location features a meat option and a vegetarian option. For more information, visit lexingtonpizzaweek.net. On Tuesday, Hopcat is having an election night watch party starting at 7 p.m. Then on Wednesday at Rupp Arena, Need to Breathe and Parachute will be performing a concert at 7 p.m. For tickets and more information, please visit lexingtoncenter.com. This Thursday at Heritage Hall is Big and the Bluegrass Charity Concert, benefiting Big Brothers Big Sisters at 7 p.m. For more information, visit bbbs-bluegrass.org. And on Friday, Parlay Social, the Lauren Meek Band will perform at 9:30. For more information, visit parlaysocial.com. Also on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Seaview Outfitters Grand Opening Weekend. For more information, visit seaviewoutfitters.com. Are you looking for something to do during this gorgeous fall week? Downtown Lexington has it all. Visit downtownlex.com or find us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
And speaking of downtown, with the holiday shopping season rapidly approaching, Gary Means tells us all about where to park and take advantage of all that downtown has to offer.
My name is Gary Means, Executive Director of the Lexington Parking Authority. The Victorian Square Garage is really handy for shops like the Broadway shops that are right inside the garage down on Broadway. We've got shops there. We've got shops across the street at the square, which you can walk across Broadway or conveniently use the pedway to walk across to those shops. So there's a lot of great restaurants and new retail establishments in the square that you can easily get to from the Victorian Square Garage. And as you can see, there's a lot of spaces on the rooftop of the garage on almost any given day, and we've got great elevators that'll take you down to wherever you need to go. If you have trouble getting around, we've always got a spot for you. Another great thing about parking downtown and in parking garages that we run is we've color coded all the floors. A lot of times one of the things when you're shopping, you forget maybe where you left your car, and this makes it really easy to remember what floor you're on by the color coding. We have pretty good weather here in Lexington, typically in the wintertime, but sometimes it gets a little cold or a little rainy. But don't let that stop you when you want to go out shopping or dining. You can park in the Victorian Square garage, and on the 3rd level, walk right across that pedway and stay out of the rain, carry all your packages back to your car safely. Whenever you pull into a Lexpark garage, you hit the green button and a token will come out right here. But a really great way to get in and get out quickly is to use your credit card. We have a credit card in, credit card out feature. So you insert your credit card right here, the gate will go up, your time starts, and when you leave, you'll insert your credit card at the exit gate and you're home free. Also, when you're coming downtown, you never really have to be worried about are there enough spaces in a Lexpark garage, because we've got those signs like the one behind me that tells you how many spaces are left. So when you're coming down shopping or coming down to a sporting event, check out those signs and you'll know how many spaces are left, so you'll be comfortable pulling into the garage. Another great thing that you might notice when you come downtown shopping and parking in downtown Lexington is this crew. That's the new downtown Lexington Management District, and they're out making these sidewalks cleaner and safer for all the shoppers and diners in downtown Lexington. There you go. Come on in, I'm not worried. Get all close to me. When you pull into the parking lot that serves the Lexington Center Corporation and their shops and Rupp Arena, you're going to see a gate like this. Just hit the button, pull the ticket, and when you go to the shops, they'll validate your parking for you. So we're on the Lexington Center lot now. If you want to go shopping at the Lexington Center shops, you're going to find all kinds of parking on this lot that's on High Street, and the folks that run the shops inside will validate your parking for you. You might be familiar with this lot if you've attended events at Rupp Arena, but it's a great place to park when you're going to go shopping with them as well. Another thing to keep in mind when you're downtown, we've talked about parking garages and parking lots, is the parking meters, and also how to find out information about where parking is available and how much it might cost. We've got a great app called ParkMe that you can download free to your mobile device, or you can look it up on your computer at home, and it'll tell you what the rates are at all the different lots and garages in downtown and the availability about how full they are at any given time. And we've got another great app called Pay by Phone that works at our parking meters. You can download that as well to your mobile device and set up an account, and that allows you to pay the meter, go to your meeting or your lunch or your shopping, and then if you're going to stay a little bit longer, it'll give you a reminder and says, hey, your meter's about to expire, and you can extend your time right from where you're at, so you don't have to run out and worry about getting a parking ticket. So that's the Pay by Phone app. And then for information about all the rates and things, the ParkMe app works great for that. And then if you're interested in finding out about the kind of great shops that we have in downtown, you might want to look up LexingtonCenterShops.com. You could also go to the Square, Lexington.com, to find out about some of the great shops in the Square. And then DowntownLexington.com has some great information about the different shops and restaurants in our great downtown. Well, I hope you've picked up a lot of tips about parking downtown, and for more information from the Parking Authority, check out our website at lexpark.org.
Coming up after the break, a vacuum leaf collection starts this week. We'll tell you how to take advantage.
Hello, I'm Detective Mark Thomas with the Lexington Police Department. You may also know me from Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about a new texting system that we have available through any smartphone. In the body of your message, you can text LexPD plus your tip to crimes. When you're submitting anonymous information, we ask that you include several things that would help us conduct the investigations more thoroughly, such as a person's name, their home address, possible license plate numbers, any other people involved, or why you think that they're conducting the type of activity that you believe that they are. All of those things, no matter how small you believe they could be, are relevant to the investigation. So please include those. So remember, you can send your anonymous tip information either through text, you can call the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers anonymous tip line at 859-253-2020, or you can go online to bluegrasscrimestoppers.com. Thank you.
Welcome to Your Health, starring Your Hands. On today's show, washing your hands. If people don't wash their hands often, especially when they're sick, they can spread germs directly to other people or onto surfaces that others touch. And before you know it, everyone has come down with something. It's important to wash your hands frequently with good soapy water. Here's some hand washing tips. Wash your hands after using the bathroom. Wash your hands after coughing or blowing your nose. Wash your hands before eating, serving, or preparing food. Wash your hands after playing with your pets or touching other animals. Wash your hands after outdoor activities. Wash your hands before and after visiting someone who's sick. Wash your hands when they get dirty. And wash your hands after changing those diapers. Thanks for watching Your Health, and remember, wash those hands frequently.
Rainwater that washes down our storm sewers goes directly into our creeks and streams, taking with it what's on the ground. So if you leave a little litter or pet waste on a sidewalk near Versailles Road, it goes into Wolf Run Creek. Don't trash the Bluegrass.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Fire Administration. Have two ways out. When fire strikes, deadly smoke can fill your home within minutes. That's why the USFA wants you to plan and practice home fire drills. Draw a map of each level of your home showing all doors and windows. Discuss the map with everyone who lives with you. Practice your home fire drill at least twice a year. Make sure all doors and windows that lead outside open easily. Push the smoke alarm button to start the drill. Try feeling your way in the dark or with your eyes closed. Have at least two ways out of every room. If your first way out is blocked by fire or smoke, you can use your second way out. If there is smoke, get low and go. Crawl quickly under the smoke to your nearest exit. Close doors behind you and gather at a pre-planned outside meeting place where first responders can see you. Call 911. Remember, get out and stay out. Never go back inside for people, pets, or things. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome back to the show. Lexington's trees are showing off some of the most beautiful yellow, orange, and red leaves right now. But I say enjoy them while you can, because soon they'll be brown and on the ground. That's why the city is gearing up for its annual vacuum leaf collection.
The last couple of years we've collected around 1,500 tons of leaves, and we expect to collect that many and possibly more this year.
Leaf collection is a big job in Lexington, Fayette County, but Rob Allen says his folks are more ready than ever to get going to help residents clear the leaves from yards and streets.
The vacuum loose leaf collection program is for residents of Fayette County that get city trash pickup.
Workers will be vacuuming leaves Monday through Saturday for extended hours.
Several crews come by, a big vacuum machine, and suck them up. Then we transport them to our yard waste landfill where they're turned into compost. You know, it's an aesthetic thing, plus it's to keep the leaves out of the storm sewer system. We've had quite a bit of leaf drop, and what we don't want to see is those storm sewers get clogged up and we have flooding, and then the temperature drops and then you have ice.
Neighborhoods will get one visit this season, so knowing your pickup time is important. And it's being made easier thanks to a new interactive website.
Go to lexingtonky.gov/leaves, and there is a map detailing the collection areas of the city. You can type in just your street or both your house number and your street, and it'll tell you if you get collection, when that collection is scheduled for. But we're also going to have a feature on that map as similar to what they do for garbage collection, that's going to tell you leaf collection is on time, has been delayed by the weather. Plus, this map is going to contain information as far as streets we've completed, where we're at, and where we're going.
Allen reminds citizens that only leaves should be piled up for pickup.
It should be leaves only, no sticks, debris, dead critters, garbage. Those things are a hazard to the workers and can also damage the equipment.
And if you miss a pickup or don't have one scheduled, no worries. There are still ways to get rid of your fallen leaves.
They can take their leaves out to the Haley Pike landfill, use the yard waste bags, so they get coupons for free bags if they call Lex Call 311. And of course, the yard waste continues their year-round pickup schedules.
The leaves may be falling, but there's still plenty to do to make sure your trees are ready for winter and the return of the leaves in the spring. John Saylor explains. Too much mulch is a bad thing. That's according to John Saylor with the Division of Environmental Policy.
When we see trees that are mulched like a volcano, like the tree's about to be shot out of the mulch, that is not a good thing for the tree. Well, that's a comical way to say not to over mulch, but there's a real method to this mulch madness. When we have so much mulch around the tree, especially at the base of the tree, we have rodents that can overwinter in that mulch and basically chew at the bark of the tree. You want mulch to be no greater than 4 inches, and you want it to break down. You want that at the end of the season to have to add more mulch. So what's the right way to do it? If you do have the mountain of volcano mulch ring on your tree, then you can just pull that mulch off. It's a simple fix. You can just take it, just extend that mulch ring and pull the mulch away from the base of the tree. So they're just going to show you, how to make that. And even up against the trunk of the tree, you just want a light dusting. In our street tree ordinance, we say that street trees need to be 7 feet cleared over the sidewalk and 12 over the street. But not everybody follows the rules, making it tough to walk, run, drive, and see in neighborhoods. And breaking the rules isn't just a nuisance. It can also mean a fine for lawbreakers. Just encourage everyone to take a look at their trees and kind of think about in the future what branches are going to be impacting the right-of-way on the street side and then also on the sidewalk. And if you don't know how to prune, John Saylor with the Division of Environmental Policy has some tips for you. You never want to just cut and leave a stub. You want to take it back to a lateral branch, and typically you want to take it back to something that's a third in size of what you're removing. And then you always want to prune out just the dead wood. A dead branch is just it can be an open door for wound or disease to get into the trees. So I've got some dead pieces right there, and actually I'm going to take this on back to the lateral above, and then I'm going to take some of this finer dead out the interior of the tree that's just basically dead and doing nothing for us. And I'm taking it, notice I'm taking everything back to a branch. I'm not stubbing it off. And he says if you do decide to prune, it's best to do it when your tree is young. It's just like people, they can tolerate a little bit more, heavy, being a little heavy-handed on the pruning now. Not strip it clean, but basically they can take a lot more than if this tree was older. It's a slower week at City Hall with Election Day, but there's still several meetings going on, including the Police Officers and Firefighters Retirement Fund Board, the Courthouse Area Design Review Board, the Board of Architectural Review, and the Planning Commission meeting. You can watch these meetings live on GTV3 or streaming on our website, or watch any archived meeting and find a complete calendar of meetings and events at lexingtonky.gov. The LFUCG is holding a free paper shred event for Fayette County residents on Saturday, November 12th. Residents can bring up to 5 boxes of material to be shredded. Well, that's all for this week's edition of Lexington Now. We'll return next week with more news from your urban county government. But in the meantime, you can keep up with what we're doing by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can also get the latest on traffic delays by following us on Twitter. Our handle is @LexRex.
or you can check out our live interactive cameras online at lexingtonky.gov. For the staff and producers at GTV3, I'm Sherelle Roberts, and that's it for now.
The preceding program was produced through the facilities of GTV3.